Okay. Inner classes in Java. Inner classes also called as nested class. Inner classes is also called as nested classes. Writing one class within another class. Writing one class within another class is called as nested class. Writing one class within another class is called as nested class. There will be different types of nested classes or inner classes. First, it will be non-static inner classes. Second one is non-static inner classes. And again, non-static inner classes has been classified into three types: member inner class, member inner class, member inner class, and we have local inner class, anonymous inner class. Anonymous inner class, local inner class. So first we are going to be discuss about member inner class. Member inner class. What is meant by member inner class? Writing one class within the another class. Syntax of that, writing one inner class within that class. That we can say like class outer, class outer. Within this, so now this is one class. Now this is one class. Within this class, we are writing one more class. Inner, let me call it. Class outer, class inner. Just a minute. See, member inner class, writing one class within another class. Coding. See here. Member inner class, a class within another class, a class with another class outside of a method. That is called as member inner class. A class within another class or a class created within class and outside method. A class created, a class created, a class and outside a method. Next, anonymous inner class innocence. No name given for the class. We are writing one class with the another class there also, but we are not going to be give any name for the class. Without giving the name for the class, we are writing this anonymous inner class. Because of that only, we are going to be called that as a anonymous. Local inner class. Local inner class. See, member inner class, we are writing the class within a class and outside of a method. And outside of a method. But whereas here, if it is a local inner class, we are going to be write the class within a method. We are going to be write local inner class within a method. How we are going to be access that and all, we will see with the example. member inner class. First, we'll see the concept of member inner class. Member outer class. Member outer class. This is a class. Within this class, outside of a method, even this is also a method. This is also a method. So we have to write a class. We have to create a class outside of a method and inside the class. We have to create the class. We have to create the class that is outside of the method inside a class. Class member inner. This is a class. Let's suppose we'll write some methods over here. Void outer method 1, implementation of outer method 1, void outer method 2. So just simply have called. I'll write one more statement. Outer method 1, outer method 1 called. Some statement. Some statement. Outer method 2 called. So next, in the inner class, I'll write some methods. In the inner class also, I'll write some methods. Inner method 1, inner method 1. When we are writing the inner method 1, so just simply I'll write here implementation of inner method 1. Inner method 2 called. Okay. So now our task. Usually, if it is a class, if I want to access a method, first we are going to be create the object and we are going to be access the methods of that particular class by using object. Now, if you observe here, these are the methods we have in the outer class. These are the methods we have in the inner class. How we can able to access inner class members? So first I'll be creating outer class object. First I'm creating outer class. I'm creating outer class object. Outer, I'll give the object name. Outer object. Okay. I have created the outer class object. With the help of outer class object, what are the objects what are the methods I can able to call? If you observe here, I can able to call only outer class methods. And call only outer class methods. Outer class methods. So if I want to call inner class methods, I want to class inner class methods. If I am creating the object for inner class methods, I'm creating the object for inner class methods. For inner class, if I'm creating the object, it is giving error. Why it is giving the error while we are creating the object for it? See, we know that we have the syntax for creating the object. Class name, object name equal to new class name. That is the way how we are going to be create the object to the class. Now we have created the object and we can able to call the methods what we have in the outer class as well. But for the same, even inner class is also class. Inner class is also class. When we are writing this same syntax for creating the object to the inner class, it is the error. We know that inner class is available in the outer. So with the respect to of that object, we need to call here. Now we got it. Now we got it. See, by using this inner class, I can able to access the inner class methods. Inner class creating inner class object. Creating inner class object by using outer class reference. Outer class reference or object. One more thing. See, I'll make it comment. Member inner object new. So it is not going to be allowed. So like that, we cannot able to pass here. This is the only with the help of outer class object, we are going to be create the object to the inner class. Then only these methods will be called for execution. Okay. Outer method one called, inner method one methods also called. Okay. Any doubt in this? Member inner class. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Any doubt in the member inner classes?
Sir, can you please say once again, sir?
Okay. See, member inner class, we have inner classes in Java. We have inner classes in Java. What is meant by inner class? Inner class is also called as nested class. Inner class is also called as nested class. A class that is declared inside the class or interface is called as inner class. A class that is declared inside the class or interface is called as inner class. There will be different types of inner classes. There will be different types of inner classes. Static inner classes, non-static inner classes is the major class. I mean, inner classes has been classified into two types. One is static inner classes and the second one is non-static inner classes. Non-static inner classes again classified into member inner class, anonymous inner class, local inner class. Non-static inner class has been classified into three types again: member inner class, anonymous inner class, local inner class. And we were talking about member inner class first. What is meant by member inner class? What is meant by member inner class? A class created within a class and outside a method. A class created within a class and outside a method. A class created within a class and outside of a method. See, the syntax for writing that is class, outer class name. Within that, we are writing the inner class. We are not writing that class within a method. We are not writing that class within a method. See here. Now, this is the outer class I've taken. Outer class I've taken. And this is a public static void main is a method. Is a method. And I have written one class here. Have written one class here. That class is outside of a method, inside a class, outside of a method and inside of a class. So I have written that class, and normally I have taken two methods in the outer class, two methods I have taken in the inner class. Now my question is how we can able to access the outer class methods and inner class methods. So whenever we are creating the object for the outer class, whatever it may be the methods we have in the outer class, we can able to access. We can able to access, but still I want to access the inner class methods. I want to access inner class methods. The inner class methods we cannot able to access with the help of outer class. Inner class methods we cannot able to access outside of the class. So because of that only, with the help of outer class object reference, we are creating the object for the inner class. For that, member inner class, inner object, outer object dot new member inner. So by using this we are creating the inner class object. With the help of inner class object, inner method 1 we are accessing, inner method 2 also we are accessing. So I have one more way to try. See, now this is a method 2 calling from the like this we can able to access it. After completion of method 2, here we are creating the object to the class and we are going to be called. Inner method 1 is called, inner method 1 is called, inner method 2 is also called. Inner method 1 is called, inner method 2 is also called. Okay, but this is not the correct way. I mean, correct way in sense for representing this concept. As inner class. So we are going to be get, sorry, member inner class. Okay. Next we have anonymous inner class. Anonymous inner class. What is meant by anonymous inner class? Where we don't have name. Where we don't have name, that is anonymous inner class. A class created for implementing an interface or extending class. The Java compiler decide its name. A class created using class or interface without a name, Java compiler will decide its name. See? Anonymous demo. Here itself, I am taking the public static void main. See here, I'm taking one class, which is abstract class, employee. So I have taken this particular class. A class created, implement classes or interface. Class created for implementing class or interface. Java compiler will decide its name. See, this is the class, abstract method 1. We are not going to be write any implementation in the abstract methods in the abstract class. Now, abstract void method 1. Now, for this, employee, will be creating the object cluster. See, while writing this, we know that for creating the object of the class, employee is the class name, object name, new class name, semicolon, we have to end. But I'm not writing the semicolon at the end because I'm going to be write some implementation for this particular method. Because of that, I no need to get this. Then, what is this error? If you see here in employee class, we have given abstract method. Abstract method in the sense where we are not going to be write implementation. Or the logic to that particular method we are not writing. So when we are coming to this, here we are going to be void elect that methods. Add unimplemented methods. Implementation of method 1. Implementation of method 1. Implementation of method 1. Abstract method 1. I'll write one more method over here. One, two, two. And now here I'll write method 2. Implementation of anonymous inner class. Implementation of abstract method 1. Implementation of abstract method 1. See, now I'm going to call this particular method directly. I'm going to call this particular directly. No output. Why it is giving no output? It is when I'm giving execution or else. See, that is one way of calling for execution, and the other one is if you right click here, run as Java application. Run as Java application. That is also we can use. Or else the shortcut also we can use for execution. It is executing successfully, but we are not getting any output because these methods we didn't call for execution. These methods we didn't call for execution. See, to call those methods for execution, what is the object we have taken for this employee class? For the employee class, we have taken the object as E. E dot method 1. E dot method 1. I don't think we can implement it. E dot method 1. So now it is going to be called for execution. Implementation of abstract method 1 we are getting. Implementation of abstract method 1. We have created the object. Within that object we have implemented. See, if I am giving like abstract void method. See, we are discussing many concepts, many concepts. Each concept will be getting different things. If it is a nested inner class, till now we didn't discuss how we can able to write one class within another class. There we have written one class within another class. What are the different ways of writing one class within another class? Member class, directly we are going to be write the class inside a class outside of the method. We are going to write a class inside of the class and outside of the method. But whereas coming to this anonymous inner class, anonymous inner class, we will be getting, we have to take the abstract class. From that, we have to implement by using object creation only. We are not going to be write any name. We are not going to be write any name. Okay. Now it is showing the error. What is that error? Automatically, it is asking us to amend. e dot method 2. The two methods we have created, the two methods also we are calling for x. So like this, we are going to be write the anonymous inner class. Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay. We'll end with this today.